I turned on the TV, what a sorry sight. Left us out there hugging every terrorist in the night. And they scream from the river to the sea while rockets fly. And then cry when the bad guys make the good guys die. They'll defend every dictator from Tehran to Havana. Long as he hates America, he's their kind of man. Oh, it ain't right and left no more, it's right and wrong. The left keeps picking the bad guys every time they sing their song. They love the tyrants, the thugs and the crooks, while the rest of us are working and reading the good book. Blue states are broken, red states are rolling in dough, but they still scream tax the rich like it's some kind of show. They march with blow-up rats in rainbow capes, blue-haired Karens and beta males in their safe space parade. They glue themselves to the road for the climate today. Tomorrow they're blocking traffic for some new Marxist play. They'll cancel your job if you don't use the right word, but defend every groomer and pedophile they've ever heard. It ain't right and left no more, it's right and wrong. The left keeps backing the bad guys, singing the same song. They cheer for the terrorists, the socialists, the crooks, while their cities burn down and they rewrite all the books. Blue states tax you till you're broke, red states let you keep your pay, but they still scream, eat the red, every single day. California's bankrupt, New York City's a mess, Chicago's on fire and they blame it on right-wing stress. They spend like drunk sailors on every dumb idea, while red states are thriving with low taxes and cold beer. They print more money than a counterfeit ring, then wonder why inflation's got the middle class on the brink. They say they're for the people, but they hate the working man. They love every tyrant with a 5-year plan. From Hamas to Maduro, from Beijing to Tehran, if he hates America, he's their kind of man. It ain't right and left no more, it's right. Dying red states are doing just fine, but they'll keep on spending till they run out of other people's dimes. Yeah, it ain't about left and right anymore, it's about right and dead wrong. Pass the beer, boys. We got work to do.
All right, hello everybody. This is a special edition of the Sights and Sounds of Earth. My name is Ian. Glad you're here tonight. We had a crazy day today at Hamfest, and we're going to be talking about that shit for a while. So I want you guys to sit back and enjoy yourself. Tonight's a little bit different. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of news and this and that and the other thing. Tonight we're going to be talking about what happened at Hamfest today, where it's kind of confusing because Joseph was ejected from the event for something he didn't do and was not done on the day of the event by the person that done did it.
I was framed.
And yeah, he was framed. I mean, literally as bad as Roger Rabbit. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what happened. It was kind of a lucky thing. He had people with him that started recording right when it started, the whole incident. And so we have all that video as well. But I was doing a live. You can see me up in the upper screen there. That's the live from earlier. And eventually this will get into what we're going to be talking about tonight. But you can see there I'm going around talking about the Hamfest. Anyway, at some point, by the way, this is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. My name's Ian. I'm here with Carlotta Alata from the @Carlotta Alata channel. And I'm also here with Joseph.
I'll be over in a second on the...
And he'll be here in just a second. He's over there on his computer. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. And we're going to be talking about all that. And what you got? Yep, there's the Hamfest button. And
I don't know if you can see it.
mine was rendered null and void about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So anyway, yeah, you know what's funny? We didn't actually get trespassed, and we're going to talk about that too, because a single venue cannot trespass you from a government establishment like that. So we weren't trespassed. They never actually officially trespassed us. We were just asked to leave, and yeah, we said what we wanted to say, and then we left. But anyway, we're going to talk about this tonight because it's important for us to know our rights. And I think that's a lot of this is it's important for us to know our rights and to make sure that that when we're out in public, especially at a public venue, traditional public forum and non-traditional public forum, to make sure that we're protected out there. And it's good to go watch some of the First Amendment Auditor guys and how they do things. Not that everybody should act like that or do those things, but I think it's good to understand that you can push back against a police officer when you're right. And that's the difference.
Or security guard, because they think they're better.
Yeah, and you can see at one point in this video, which we will show parts of, we're going to actually show you parts of this video. So, and the entire video is up. We have footage from 4 or 5 other cameras and video devices, and we are going to be putting that up. So that's going to be pretty cool. You guys will be able to see that. That won't be tonight. I'm going to have to make that. It's going to take a few days. It's going to take a week probably at the most. But by next weekend, you'll have it out. And it's going to be a start to finish video where I'm going to cut in between all the different videos. A few things are audio only. There's all kinds of different angles. There's everything happen. And
I'll be back.
Yeah, and we're looking for some others too. So the really cool part of this whole thing is that many people caught, this was caught on video. And all right, so what happened? Well, here's the thing, guys. Joseph, he's a joker. He likes to screw around. He likes to F off a little bit. He likes to, play around on the radio and stuff like that. So these old curmudgeons, many of which are elderly and over 1,000 years old, many of these people, they're some of them are almost prehistoric.
Coffin dodgers.
Yeah, coffin dodgers. But these guys are literally what they're doing. Okay, what these guys are doing is it's all little power trips. It's all little power trips. Okay, it's all little power trips. It's all people that have their little power thing going on, and they don't like this guy, and they don't like this guy because he has fun. Okay, that's the bottom line. Okay, when you see a bunch of kids running around, when you see him talking to youth about getting into ham radio and everybody's having a good time, that's us. That's not these old people.
Make that live chat.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get ate up by ants again.
That's not these old people. They don't want to have fun. They don't like fun. They remember fun from the 1910s. But they don't want it anymore. It's something that's just not of an interest to them anymore. So, yep, so they don't like this guy at all, and they told him not to come to the Hamfest. Well, guess what? Guess what?
It's like that clip of Kamala Harris saying, "Do not come. Do not come." And then it cuts to Donald Trump saying, "I'm going to come." That was me.
It's true. Oh,
Do not
my
come.
God.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, I wish I had this, but I don't. Let me see here.
We came, we saw, we kicked their ass.
I think those are
Thanks, babes.
Okay, so here we go. Let's try this. Oh,
the
wait.
shit.
I think I got it. I don't know, there's one on my arm. I don't know where it came from, but
Yep, let me just load something real quick, guys. You guys hang with me there, because this will be fun.
I went in disguise.
So you guys want to know what the disguise looked like? Here it is, guys. We're giving it to you. This is live right here. This was the disguise, okay? By the way, this is actually real Howard Stern hair. He got it from Howard Stern.
It does kind of look. I just need his glasses.
You, with those glasses and that hair, I was waiting for you to go, WWW.
So you went to the Hamfest.
I was
What did
waiting.
you see over there?
Yeah.
I can't do a Howard Stern voice.
I always remember him from the movie when he was trying to be that DJ and he was going, it's WWW. That's just the funniest part of that. But anyway, you look like Howard Stern in that movie. That's who you look like. The 32-year-old or 28-year-old Howard Stern. Anyway, that's how we came in the wheelchair that we borrowed, my mom's spare wheelchair.
We went all out for this.
Yeah, we went all. I brought the wheelchair. The wheelchair came all the way from Florida for this event. So there you go. This wheelchair has more miles on it.
It got put out.
Yeah, it was fun. So this was the disguise, and yes, believe it or not, yes, they pushed him. She pushed him right in there. We bought the tickets. They put the pins on, walked right in, and they told us they had told people on Facebook that they had posters of him posted all
I had
over.
so many people.
And we got there when they opened.
I had so many people. Yeah, we got to put this out there. We got there at opening. The event staff and everybody there, when they did finally catch me, it was not because I slipped up, I made a mistake. It was because I'd had my fill of fun and I got out of character.
Yeah, you did.
We got in through the doors just fine, walked right past the door greeters, and I have all this on video.
Because I was being pushed
Everyone who was supposed to catch me coming in didn't even recognize me until I basically got looking like my normal self for about 45 minutes, hanging out in one area with all my crew. Everyone else they've already seen. So I totally gave myself away. So before, if there's any of those same grouchy people watching this stream tonight, no, you didn't catch me in the act. I wanted to be caught because I was done and I wanted the fun of being able to say I got booted from the Hamfest.
Yep, and you got in.
But I had a wig on, fake hair, matches my color of hair. I had a hat on and I had fake reading glasses, and I was riding in a wheelchair, being pushed around by someone they wouldn't really recognize, as you can see in the picture. So yeah, I don't even recognize myself in these pictures. And I looked, when I was in character riding around, I walked, or rode, or whatever, was pushed right past, like, everybody at the event staff, including the people who run the whole thing and are supposed to be on high alert for me. They looked right at me and looked on. I fooled all of them. It wasn't until I got out of character intentionally that I was finally discovered. And it took them way longer than I thought, because we were standing in a high traffic area with all my crew around me, all my friends and my brother, and everybody was with me there. There was no excuse. It took them like 45 minutes. So it was a great success. I've got tons of video, and there will be another Freaks of Hamfest, of course, and I've got some great clips for Freaks of Hamfest, man. Oh boy.
So here's the bottom line. We went in there and did nothing wrong. We followed every single rule. There's no rule about dressing up like an invalid.
Yeah,
we
we bought our pins.
We spent money. I spent almost $200 on antenna shit.
Yeah, I picked
He
up
bought
some
2
equipment.
radios. So we patronized the place, and then we patronized the place. If you know what? No, but anyway, the point is we literally went in there, followed all the rules, bought a bunch of shit, spent a bunch of money, and then when they found him and started to eject him, at that point, we had still not done anything. It's not like we were
No.
going around letting the air out of people's tires and shit.
No, and this is the
I mean,
thing.
they make it seem like we were doing something wrong.
But he
They
was
ejected him
today.
because someone else days ago posted a meme with his picture, and it looks like they made you even skinnier in that picture.
Yeah.
But with a picture of him that says, "I'm going to F up your Hamfest," and that's
And they used that as evidence, like the security there or whatever claimed that I had made threats to the Hamfest event runners, whatever. It's not true.
it was not posted on his Facebook
no,
account.
this was posted
That's the
on
first dead
some
giveaway right there.
Random ass Facebook account posted this meme of me that they grabbed from a screenshot of a video I uploaded no more than about a week ago or so, and the staff, of course, was like, he posted this meme months ago, so they were just totally
Said you threatened him.
Well, they got their times all screwed up anyway.
They did. They were misinformed about a lot of stuff, but it doesn't really matter. It was a frame job, and that's a theme you're gonna probably notice a lot on my channel. I'm gonna be making more videos about this. The locals around here know who I am. They know my reputation, and they have no problem doing things that one would think I would do. For example, jamming repeaters, threatening people, just generally doing like really outlandish stuff, which, yeah, that's kind of my personality, but they take it to another level that I don't really do in the hopes that I get the blame for it, which is a very common thing that these people do.
And we will sit here and listen to someone on the repeater get jammed, and then someone else blame him. And we're sitting here. We never got on the radio at all.
No, and it's
And
been
so
happening
there's-
this afternoon.
What's literally happening is people are jamming, and then that same person comes on and blames him for the jamming.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally, it was almost like on Spaceballs. I saw the jam running down the screen. No, but it was ridiculous because they're literally setting him up, and this meme is a setup as well. This is a known someone else's page. It's not even like a fake page. It's just someone else's page that likes to stir the pot, and so there it is. Now, here's the thing. Even if there was a meme that says, "I'm going to F up your Hamfest," okay? Obviously, it's a meme. This isn't Britain. We don't take these seriously, right? I mean,
They just put F,
yeah, that's another
They
thing.
don't have the balls to actually use a real.
And it said F in there instead of the F-U-C-K. It just said F.
Up your Hamfest.
I'm going to F up your Hamfest. I know this guy. If he wrote it, it would have said, "I'm going to fuck up your Hamfest." Okay? Sorry for the language.
This is what they posted on a Facebook account called RF Masters, which I've never heard of. I've just now started watching these Facebook pages as of like this week. But somebody posted this, and then I guess someone saw it and forwarded it to the people, and the story got twisted around that I made this as a threat to them.
Which is, a threat? I mean, come on, dude. First of all, it's not a threat. I'm going to fuck up your Hamfest. Okay, what's that a threat of? You're going to go in and flip over a couple tables? I mean, seriously? What's that really a threat of? I'm going to fly a plane into the bitch?
And here's the thing. I'm a troll on the radio, but only in the sense that I goof off. I say silly things. I talk about silly subjects and make jokes. I don't really screw with people's lives. I don't harass people. If they harass me, I'll give them it right back. But when I say I'm a troll, I don't go to Hamfest and like cause a disruption. They didn't know I was there until I wanted them to know I was there, and it's been the same way for the past 3 or 4 years. They just hold a really bad grudge because of what happened 6 years ago, and they were in the wrong there because I did the right thing by getting a bunch of younger people interested in ham radio. I had a station set up. We were all being silly on the radio on a frequency they were not using. It wasn't like we were...
Yeah, nobody was
we weren't
purposely interfering.
We weren't screwing up Hamfest staff. We had nothing to do with them. And yet they went out of their way to come and try to shut us down. They accused us of being unlicensed, said that we were operating illegally when we weren't. They just went out of their way to get angry about this. So that's the reputation I have, is just being silly on the air. Nothing actually harmful or damaging to anybody. And you would think I rob these people with how they treat me. So I make a point to go to these events, show up in person. That way nobody can say, yeah, this guy's real big behind the mic or whatever. No, I go to these places. And I tell people where I'm going to be, what I'm going to be wearing, and if they want to say something to me, say it to my face, but nobody will do it. Instead, they play these games on Facebook making fake memes of me trying to get me in trouble.
The bottom line is these are just a bunch of really old people, and they don't want to have fun. You know, one thing I've noticed at all these Hamfests is there's never anybody having fun. They're all walking around like a bunch of
I have
zombies.
3 hours of video of people riding around on their Hamabout mobility scooters with the worst scowl you ever saw in your face. You're in paradise. You're in a convention just for your hobby. There's equipment everywhere. And you ride around with a scowl on your face? I'm the guy smiling and laughing and having a good time. And again, not at the expense of anybody else.
No, yeah, we didn't do anything to anybody. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's the bottom line is these people don't like him. They've hated him for years since he was a kid.
And I don't know, Comms Prepper, if this comment is serious or sarcastic, but just know that this type of shit right here is what will get me to come to your Hamfest. All right?
Yeah,
Going out of your way to try and intimidate or try and say, you're not welcome here. Oh, not really? Well, now I might make a point to come down there, just so I can say I was there. I don't know if it's serious or not. If it's just a joke, no hard feelings, but I'm just saying, comments like that is what I get a lot, and that's a guaranteed way to get my attention and make me come make you miserable. Because if my presence makes you miserable, well, that's great for me.
Yeah, here, the bottom line is people are just having fun. There's nobody gets hurt, and the way these guys freak out over this, it's ridiculous. And to have security inject him and to call the police and everything else is absolutely ridiculous. It's a waste of resources. These security guards cussing me specifically is over the top, and we're going to show you guys all this. It's already out. I found those there.
I have one of those.
Yeah, instead of calling it a gender bender, I call it a mode bender. But yeah, it's a mode bender.
I like gender bender. That's good.
Yeah. Well, like a double male or a double female, a gender bender. And then or I guess now I don't know what would you call it now?
Intersex adapter, hermaphrodite adapter.
A cisgender adapter. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to call it. MM2SLBGP2QIA2S plus adapter. Anyway, the point is we're just playing around, guys. It's just having a good time, and some of these really old people need to lighten up a little bit. I don't get involved as much as some others, but we just like to just talk on the radio and have a good time, and we normally go to our own channel and everything else, and people hate seeing other people having a good time. You know, normally when you go to a party or you go to a concert, we all feed off each other having a good time. You guys know that. When you go to a party and a little bit of booze is flowing, the music's playing, maybe a little smoke, and everybody's feeling really good, and then it's because I feel good, you feel good, and you feel good, and he feels good, and they feel good, and everybody feels good. It's sharing the emotion. Hams do the same thing, except it's the negative emotions. They share things like being really grumpy and rigor mortis and things like that. And it really sucks because it's like, just lighten up, dude. Just lighten up and chill out. Have a good time. It's fun.
Like, it's one thing if I invade a space. Let's say I get on a repeater or they're already having a conversation. Or I go to an event or something and I try to take it over and trash the place and cause a scene and just act like an ass. That's totally one thing. But they go out of their way to find wherever I'm at and try to shut me down. It doesn't matter what frequency. I have my own repeaters. They will come over to my repeaters and try to shut me down on my own system, which is on a frequency that interferes with nobody, that's on a different channel, that's not in their list. They find it and they go out of their way to get upset. That's the thing. So yeah, you act like that towards me, you're gonna get some trolling. I'll see you there, and I'm not joking. Just ask him; he knows me. What?
I don't know. I went to the Atlanta Hamfest with Heath, Comms Prepper.
Hey.
I didn't realize, but yeah, I mean, Well, I think it would have been a lot more fun if a
Look,
bunch of my buddies were there.
I don't go after anybody until they come
Yeah,
after me first.
I think, Heath, I don't think you understand exactly what we're talking about. We're not talking about pulling people's underwear up. We're not we didn't do any swirlies. There was no swirlies,
No.
right? I'm telling you, it's nothing but just people playing around on the radio, getting
Look.
the youth involved, telling the youth what channel we're on, talking to them and stuff. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. We're not talking about people taking over channels, blocking repeaters, messing up conversations. That's not what we're talking about. Okay, so I just want to make that clear, that all this happened not because we were jamming people or anything else. All this happened because of a meme that was posted on a third-party website by a fourth-party asshole.
But that meme was just gave them something they already.
That's
were
what they
looking for.
used, right?
I already was. See, here's the thing. I've been banned from Hamfest for the past 4 years, and I've gone every year. And this is the first year where they've actually like done something about me being there. Because before, what I ended up with was the staff of Hamfest just standing in a corner taking pictures with their phone of me, like filming me walking, like I'm walking down an aisle, looking at tables, and there's creepos standing in the back, like taking pictures of me. Like, you want me gone? Say something, but they won't, and they didn't. This is the first year, and they didn't even do it themselves. They had to get their Hamfest staff. And then here's the funny thing: I have video which catches the Hamfest chairman, Mark Brown, N4BCD, I believe is his call sign. He has it out for me and has had it out for me for a long time. I have caught him in a lie on video. I've got 2 different videos from. I have the security guard saying that he wanted me out, and I have a video of him saying he has no idea about anything about what's going on, basically pleading the fifth. So somebody's lying, and I guarantee you I know who it is.
What they ain't gonna do is threaten us no more.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I've had people today threaten to come to where my repeater's located and vandalize it and do all this stuff and everything. They don't realize I have a sense of fighting fair. If I see somebody show up, I'm not going to fist fight them. The moment somebody shows up, the cops are being called. And the locals who are at that property who monitor it for me will be in the field with firearms in case they decide to try something. This is the country up here. You don't play these games. It's a dangerous game to be playing this stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of threats made on the radio. It's funny because he gets ejected from the thing. He's the asshole. He's the one causing all the problems. Yet all the threats that were made today were made towards him from other people.
I threaten nobody.
From security, from the police, from the ham staff, from your basic curmudgeon on the radio. Every single threat to take his license, to jam him up with FCC, every one of the threats to
threats of physical harm.
Everything. Yeah, all the threats that were made today were all made by them towards him. That's the thing people don't understand. Is this is what's going on, okay? It's not it's just I want to be clear on this, because what ends up happening is these people see him because he finally reveals himself. They see him and they decide to eject him from the building. Well, the problem with that is, and I will admit right off the bat, I think it's important to admit, what is this?
You dragged it into the.
What is Windows 10 doing? Look where's. God damn! I fucking hate Windows 10. It's gone.
Just hit the back. I think it's still there. Oh, your YouTube is here.
Yeah.
There's that, and then just you drag the tab down into this window is what happened. I don't know how to fix it though.
How do you drag a tab into a window?
I don't know. It's some stupid thing.
Because I need the
has.
grok that's below it.
Here, you. What is that little button?
Oh my God!
Here, let me see.
I'm gonna stop using this Opera. I can't do this. What in the?
This is dumb. What is this?
What
crap?
have they done? I can't work like
Who
this.
wants this? What is that? Okay, now we're. Oh, now it just took it over. This is retarded.
What are you doing? Because you guys look good on here.
It's on the browser here. I don't know how to. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I don't know.
All right, well, here, I'll just...
I can switch it back for you if you or that. Let me see here if I get this one.
Absolutely incredible. Just stand by, everybody, while we deal with Bill Gates' latest abortion. God, I hate that man.
He's so smug about it, too. He's like, yes, you're going to use my
Yeah,
horrible
you're gonna
operating system.
and the next one, Windows 12, you're going to pay monthly for. Just wait and see, you son of a bitch. So I'm hoping all that research that was in Grok comes back up. Oh, and this is another thing. When you type Grok in, it comes up to answer harbor something. This is like a bug or something. It's been doing it for weeks on 2 different computers. You have to type grok.com, exactly correct. Or it will bring you to a Grok-like thing.
Somebody did a domain name
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
There you go. There it is.
Yeah, good. Okay, there's my info. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what kind of hamfest. What is a hamfest? All right, so real quick, just to give you a little bit of recap. A hamfest is a amateur radio or ham radio festival, okay? It's where basically all the zombies, I mean ham radio operators, show up to walk around and go, "Oh," and eat each other's brains. And so that's pretty much what happens there. And so one of the larger hamfests, and by the way, these people have been touting for months and months and months that they had added floor space, that they had added rooms within the venue, they've added this, they've added that, and that now that they were going to be the big hamfest now. And we believe there was actually less vendors there this year than there was last year. So not very successful on that. And one of their people told me it was the largest hamfest in the world. Another one told me it was the 3rd largest in the United States. And yet another one told me, I was kind of, I have to admit, guys, I was a little surprised. Hey, welcome aboard. We're broadcasting live tonight from the shuttlecraft Galileo.
about same size too.
Yeah, it is about the same size. It's a 7-crewman shuttlecraft. But anyway, so this hamfest is where all the ham radio people show up and they buy old equipment, new equipment. It's all there. It's like any other convention. But this is mostly radios and electronics. Now, where's the venue? Well, the venue is interesting. It's a very large, very cool venue. It's called the Braun Center. And don't get this mixed up with Hitler and Nazis and all that. It's different.
It's really nice outside. They got these huge koi and ducks everywhere. It's beautiful outside.
It's a pretty area of town, and there's the nice park next door and everything. I got lost in it. But the point is the Braun Center, which the cop kept telling me, and the security guard, and the public safety officer, and the other security guard, and everybody kept telling me over and over again, "You're wrong, sir. This is a private business. This is a private building. It's a private venue," and da-da-da-da-da. They're all liars, okay? They lied to me over and over and over again. The Braun Center is owned completely and totally by the city of Huntsville. It's operated under the authority of the Braun Center Board of Control. Now, why is it run under a board of control instead of a private or a non-profit? Because it's government. It's government. The Braun Center Board of Control is a government board. It's a governing board. They're paid for by taxpayers. Okay? So, it is a public venue. The cop that you're going to see here in just a little while, he's a liar. He doesn't, either he's lying or he's ignorant. I'm not sure which. But he was very smug. He was really an asshole, and you'll get to see some of that too. And I gave him the what for it. Remember, guys, when a cop mistreats you, if you've done nothing wrong, stand up for your rights. Don't let him mistreat you. This guy started being very condescending to me, and I told him he was being a jerk about 4 times. I pretty much handed it to him. Well, we're going to see all that here in just a few minutes. So the Braun Center is this big, huge place, and that's why they have a problem with trespassing us, because it's a government building. You cannot trespass someone from a government building unless you can show probable cause that they've broke the law. They've created a dangerous situation. They have acted in a disorderly conduct way, something like that. But we didn't do anything wrong today, so they had no reason to kick us out of a government-owned public building. And quite frankly, they kicked me out because I admitted to walking around with him.
Guilty by association. He didn't do anything.
They
In
didn't
fact,
say shit to me.
he hadn't even actually technically been physically with me most of the day. I mean, we arrived at the same time and were there as a group, but he wasn't there anything with me. It was all he had to say was that I was here with him, and that was enough for them to be like,
Yep.
all right, you're out of here.
Yep, the truth was, they wanted. I was giving them back to them. I was asking them tough questions. Their security guard was MFing me and cussing me and stuff, and so they wanted me gone. And you know, as always, the most important thing when you are in a confrontation with law enforcement or security or any kind of official is to remain calm. Because later on, when someone looks at that body cam footage and the security guard's the one being the asshole, the cop's the one being the asshole, the venue are the ones being the asshole, and you're the one just, hey, what's going on? Why are you treating me this way? Even when you're being arrested, don't ever resist. If you're being handcuffed, you continuously speak. Why am I being arrested? I want to know what I'm being arrested for. I want to know what your probable cause is. I do not consent to you touching me. I do not consent to this detainment. You have to keep talking the entire time in a calm voice, because when the judge watches back to that, he's going to be, oh my God, the guy that was arrested was the coolest head in the room. And that weighs heavily. And so I was purposely trying to speak in such a way, like he called me hostile at one point. I said, I have not been hostile. I was never hostile. Do you know what the definition of the word hostile is? And this is something that bugged me today, because I hear cops do this all the time on the First Amendment audits. Sir, you're being hostile. You're being hostile. To be hostile, you have to be antagonistic, relating to an opposing force situation. You have to be harsh, difficult, and inhospitable. Was I harsh, difficult, or inhospitable?
Not really.
I mean, I was just redressing my government and asking questions about why someone was being removed that had done nothing wrong. And so that doesn't work. Though the entire thing, he kept calling me hostile. He's lying. It's obviously a lie. Cops do this a lot, because then later on, and they'll report after they arrest you for something, they'll put he was being hostile, even though it doesn't fit the definition of the word. But that's what they do. They use words to make you sound like you did something a lot worse than you actually did. There was a lot of things that went wrong today. I think should we analyze the video? Is that what we should probably do next? Let me go ahead and get the link for the video. I'm going to leave it playing up top there, and I'm going to put it in the big window so that we can analyze it. So just give me a second here. We're going to knock this out. What else am I missing telling them about the story? Is there anything else I'm missing?
Not a whole lot.
They had persecuted him for 5 years because back when he was a kid, they didn't like the way he acted or whatever. So now he decided he was going to go to this thing anyway, so he dressed up. He's not officially trespassed. He still isn't officially trespassed.
Nope. They couldn't anyway, but
they really can't. There's no way to trespass, because this is a government place that has different venues every week. There's different things going on there every single week. So how can you ban somebody from a public venue that they use all the time? You really can't. and that's why it's an issue. Okay, so let's do this.
Oh, I like that. That's new.
Yeah,
So
it
you
is.
can interact
It's
with it?
fairly new. Yeah.
Wow.
So we're going to go through this, and I'm going to pause it, and we're going to talk about stuff. I'm trying to see where right.
It was right as you were showing the food signs. Right there. Hot dog, $15.75.
Yeah, that's a little crazy, don't you think?
It's a hot dog.
And not only, damn it, I knew that was going to happen. Not only were the prices terrible, but from what we understand, the food was horrible.
Yeah, we overheard people
Did
complaining.
you tell them your pronouns?
Yeah, there you go. My pronouns are I'm hungry. All right, so here's what's going on in the video right here. Joseph walks up to me at this point, and
Yeah, it's right as you were showing the food.
yeah,
right there.
hold on. It's not. I gotta hit transition. There we go, and then there we go. It's here. There's always 60 different things you have to do.
You had a lot going on there.
Because there's no easy way to produce this thing.
Hot dogs are everything that's left on the slaughterhouse floor.
Yeah, I call it broom meat. Because a hot dog is generally what they broom up at the end
From
of the day.
asshole to lips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Incognito Labs. Yeah, look, I have so many other ideas of ways to infiltrate.
I think you should go next year identifying as a cactus. But I'm just saying. Okay, so here we go. Here, let's. We should be able to hear it.
I hear it. It's just a little quiet. Probably.
You want a double cheeseburger? It's $20.
All right, you guys should be able to hear that.
Hebrew hot dog.
Oi.
But yeah, most Hamfest.
Hebrew National.
Really?
Okay, so
What's
this is
going
when
on?
it all kind of goes down. And here comes Joseph
going
walking up,
crazy?
and he's like, "They're kicking me out."
They're making you leave?
The cover was blown.
Yeah, I told them, oh, you know, we're on our way out.
That's ridiculous.
You know what I mean?
That's ridiculous. Well, that'll look good on the internet. Yeah, they're... For what purpose?
Yeah, that's me in the wheelchair.
That was all part of our disguise, our undercover operation, and it worked beautifully.
Yeah, I pushed him all through there all that time
Because
until the
you're
last
doing-
45 minutes. We switched.
He didn't disturb anything. What did he do? What did he do? What did he do?
It's none of your business.
It is my business. It absolutely is my business. This is a public venue. This is a public venue.
You need to talk to y'all security.
And this same guy before
Who?
this clip that we're seeing right now, he was questioning because we were all recording on 3 different cameras and devices and everything, and he is like, why do you feel the need to record me, blah blah blah. And there's about 100 people there with cameras recording. This is a major event. That's a stupid question.
There's a bunch of YouTubers that were there.
There's 100 YouTubers there. Everyone's walking around with little GoPros on sticks and stuff.
As a matter of fact, they
We
encourage
were
that.
not recording him specifically. We were just recording everything. We had some facing forward, some facing backward. He was walking behind us, so he thinks, why are you recording me? He's a security guard.
And telling us we need to delete it. Ain't deleting shit.
Yeah, he had the nerve to say that. That was funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious. All right,
They just as bad as the allied fucking insecurity guards.
insecurity.
But you're the one doing it.
Okay, yes, we was told to, because this is our,
This is a
This guy
public...
wasn't even the one
No,
that was
it's
that
not
bad. It was the
public.
other guy.
Yeah, it was
It's-
yeah.
for events only.
This is a public place.
If it's
Old man
events,
was-
tell us
old
that
man.
they don't want a certain person here, that's our job to get rid of them.
This is a public facility, sir. You can't trespass people from a public facility unless
Yeah, they
there's
can't-
been a
there's no
crime committed.
trespass,
That's
which
the
is
problem.
And
It's a
that's the
public
problem.
facility.
That's the problem.
There
Yeah,
was
we
no
saw,
crime
we
committed,
saw,
was there?
Josh a couple times. I'm on his live. I don't know at what point. It was probably around, like, I want to say maybe an hour into his live. He walks right past us, and we're right on there. She's pushing me in the wheelchair.
So for them to say
Was there
we
a crime
wasn't there, we
committed,
had
sir?
just gotten there. We got there when the doors opened.
Yeah, the cop at one point tells me, he goes, well, your friend just got here. I'm like, no, he's been here all day. Got here this morning. But anyway.
Snoop Dogg security.
Well, it is like you said, this is a public building. I'm a member of the public.
Are you a part of the event?
I am attending the event.
Okay, well, that's not your problem.
I mean, it's a public building.
It's amazing to me how ignorant our cops are, how ignorant our security guards are, our venue people, our venue workers. They're all ignorant to what is public and what is private property.
She was cool all day long, all morning. We walked by her about 100 times, and we would smile at her. I would, and she'd smile back. She knew we were there.
And that just earned you a
day
complaint, sir.
I mean, she ignored me. She walked away without helping me and all that kind of stuff. But of all the people I encountered with this whole situation, she had the level head on her shoulders. I'll say that.
They're both Moorhead. They're both.
There's Big Boy.
Yeah, there's Big Boy. This guy here on the right, he's
I
the
swear
one.
I've seen him in a body cam before.
Yeah, he's the one that I'm filing a formal written complaint with both the city and with with his company that he works for, because, and you'll see why.
It's all going to be online. You guys had no right doing what you just did.
Oh, I was shaking. I was pissed. I was pissed.
There was a lot of women there this year. I guess they found out about them fake receipts they like to print there for these men.
Yeah. A lot of these vendors, if you ask them, they'll make you up a fake receipt that you can show your wife on how much the radio cost. I'm not kidding. It's true.
No,
Ma'am,
there's no purple on the lens. It's
swearing
just-
like
it's
that
the
in front of
lighting that we
people is
got going on
disorderly
here.
conduct, isn't it?
The blue light, it looks
You're not a
purple on the
police
camera.
officer.
Oh,
Who do
yeah.
you work for?
Are those blinking up there
Huh?
a malfunction, or is this a
Do you work for this
I don't
public
know.
venue?
No, that one's supposed to.
So you work for the public?
It's not supposed to. It's
And
not really supposed
you
to.
witnessed that man cuss me and use the F word to me, correct?
I don't want to.
You're in your official capacity. I was just victimized. That's disorderly conduct.
She is cute.
I
I
need
did her.
She's cute and she's not a complete asshole like that other guy.
I want to try and look like a big ass Tony Todd. Hey, Victor.
And that just earned you a complaint, sir. That I'm going to, trust me.
Did you hear what
This
he
is
just
all
said?
going to be online.
I love their like embroidered on patch or whatever that's supposed to be.
And that just earned you a
The more
complaint,
points
sir.
it has, the more official it is,
That-
right? The more authority he has.
Can you hear what he's saying?
And that just earned you a complaint, sir. That I'm
Nice
going to,
language.
trust me. This is all going to be online. You guys had no right doing what you just did.
Yeah, this little man pot on fire.
Yeah, the little crackhead when he's all pissed off. Look at him.
Little Snoop Dogg.
He forgot where he left his crack. Yeah.
Hey, Ted. Hello, hello, hello.
I never knew Hamfest got this wild. Looks like a cop's episode.
Last year they were falling out before they got in the door. Literally, the medics were pulling them out.
Yeah.
never seen so many wheelchairs and scooters in my life. And dogs and strollers.
All right, so I'm waiting because I want this guy's name.
Afford to me, correct?
I don't want to be recorded.
You're in your official capacity.
Right.
I was just victimized. That's disorderly conduct.
Okay.
I need his name and I need to know who I need to file the complaint with.
If you want to file a complaint, do you have a booth here?
It's like
No,
a cop's
I'm attending the
episode
event
right
today.
for it.
It is.
Guys, this is ridiculous what has happened here. This is a public venue. They have no right to kick people out of a public venue unless they commit a crime. There was no crime committed here. So,
I don't know.
See, she just walks away from me. I'm asking her questions and she just walks away from me.
Yeah, the only thing worse than a real cop.
CNY, if anybody is listening to this, I've got W1 Alpha Whiskey Stroke 4 on.
She's the mall cop supervisor.
And she's looking for people to work to put into the log for the American 250th thing.
so they won't give me the name of the security guard that used the F word on me.
I think we probably have.
And he committed disorderly
Yeah.
conduct,
Right behind
yelling
us.
the F word out in the middle of this room with hundreds of people present. And I've asked the officer, I told her I need his name to file a complaint, and she's not assisting me with that. So I'm going to wait around here and see what's going to happen. What you guys got to remember, when you're in a public facility, this is a public facility, it's owned by the government, okay? This is owned by the government. It doesn't have the same trespass rules. There's the man right there. Sir? Sir, I need your name. Can I get your name, please? You're not going to give me your name? I'm filing a complaint against you, sir.
FCC's not there. They don't.
Why is that?
There's nothing that was done that
He's
breaks
cussing me out here in the
FCC
middle
rules.
of all these people. I don't give an F about this and all this kind of stuff, and I want to file a complaint. I'm trying to find who he works for and what his name is. They just kicked people out of here that didn't do anything wrong.
Now, I'm going to pause you right there, and I want you to answer the question honestly.
Okay.
Do you know that individual that was just kicked out?
Yes.
You do know that.
Yes, I do. Personally, I've been here with him the whole day.
Okay, he's not there.
He has been here the whole day.
Yeah, they're going to tell us we haven't been there the whole day.
I would like to see that.
That's not for you to decide. He made them to those individuals. This is a private event. This is a ticketed event. This is private property. They can choose who.
It's private property?
This is private property.
I looked it up. It shows public.
It's just private property. Okay? So we can select who comes and who goes as authorized agents of this facility.
Okay.
At the request of the organizers of this event, they wish Mr. Greaves to be off the property.
Okay.
Okay, problem with that?
No, I need his name and who I need to file a complaint with.
Okay. And I would caution you against being so hostile towards these individuals.
I haven't been hostile at all, sir. Everything I've done has been
Because
recorded.
This being private property.
How do you define the word hostile?
I'm conveying.
I've never raised my voice.
I'm
I've never said anything threatening.
Okay.
I have never been hostile,
And
sir.
as private property, as authorized agents of that private property, they can trespass or issue trespass.
It's not private property.
At their discretion. Not my discretion.
He's lying.
At their discretion.
Okay.
So if they
They
come
always
up
get
one
this
day and they say, I
Seems
don't
like
like
they
folks
always,
on
always
red,
do.
They know. They're just lying.
It's great though because they know the person they're talking to knows that they're lying.
I mean, I looked at it. It shows it's a government
Do
facility.
you want to?
All I need. I don't want to cause a scene. I'm leaving now too because you guys have caused this.
We caused this?
Yes.
Mr. Greaves happened?
No.
Mr. Greaves happened?
No, I've been with him all day. I know
Did
there's
he-
been
did
no
he
threats
say
made.
that he didn't make him today.
Huh?
He didn't make him today.
Well, what do we do? There's nothing
So, is it
here.
normal for him to come in wearing a wig? Is that normal?
I don't know.
Okay.
You'd have to ask him that.
Okay, well, I'm about to.
Is it normal for him to come in a wig?
Again,
I don't want to see. All I want to do is I want that security guard who he works for and his name.
See, no matter what, they were not going to take my complaint.
But I don't have his
his
name.
girlfriend's what he needs to worry
He
about.
won't.
They never take complaints. They
They
won't
won't know what
facilitate
security
your
guard
complaint.
costs
They
you.
won't help you with a complaint. They won't take
And
your
this
complaint.
meme, this meme that he shows,
Okay.
Is that Mr. Green?
that they use as evidence that I'm here, that says I'm gonna F up your Hamfest. I didn't make that.
He didn't make it, guys. This was never posted on any of his pages. He didn't make it.
And the thing is, people are dumb enough to this day and age, and I'm going to say it, they are still dumb enough to think that that can't be tracked. Fucking people are stupid.
Okay, that's why he's not asked to be here. Okay?
Okay. But that's not a.
So
threat
the cop
against
just confirmed there that the reason that he was asked to leave was because of the meme. He confirmed it right there.
And he made threats.
That's not even why I was banned before that meme ever was even made.
And here's the thing, guys. First of all, when you talk about getting kicked out of a venue like this, I'm trying to find it here. Give me a second. See, here's the problem. It says right here that you can be kicked out of a venue if you're causing a disturbance, making threats, causing an unsafe situation, or committing a crime. None of those things happened today. None of them. The cop himself told me that there's been no crimes committed here. He makes that statement 2 or 3 times. There's been no crimes committed here. So what was done by him, and especially me, to get kicked out of a venue like this?
The reality is that the Hamfest board doesn't want me there, so they instructed their henchmen to, if you see me, kick me out. Whatever story they told him, there's a whole lot of miscommunication, obviously, because none of them could keep their story straight. None of them had the same reason or justification. The Hamfest chairman, I have him on audio claiming to not know anything about why I was kicked out. And then when cornered, he admits that he claims that the Braun Center alerted him that I was doing something, which is obviously bullshit. Why would the VBC Center give one crap whether I'm there or not? I didn't cause a disruption. Nobody knew I was there until I came out of character. It's just, of course it doesn't add up. It's because they didn't want me there. So it doesn't matter what the reason that they give is. It's obviously bullshit. They just said whatever they needed to say to get me out, and when pressed about it, they can't keep it straight. So, I mean, you know what's going on here. It's just...
And it's documented. They fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, it's public property. There has to be a reason that you kick someone off public property. They literally kicked me off public property because I admitted to hanging out with him. Those days are supposed to be over in policing, guys. All right? Those days are supposed to be over, but they're not. Guilty by association? Really? This cop made a big mistake today. He made a huge mistake by treating me like some kind of criminal. He made the first mistake when he arrived and didn't investigate. He didn't investigate. All he did was he took that picture. Did he investigate where it was posted? Nope. He was told that this guy made him posted the picture. So he started out on the premise of a lie. Then, like most cops do, they get what they call situational bias. Once they're told by the security guards what's going on, they're now biased to any information that indicates a different course or a different algorithm. And so this happens a lot with cops. This is why so many people are going to jail now, because their car passed a flock camera, okay? Because the cops no longer investigate. The camera said it's good. That's situational bias, Okay? The situation looks good. Boom, bias. It's good. It's done. And that's what he pulled up. When I asked him at first, he said I was being hostile. I said, did you see me being hostile? And then he changed it to I was being hostile before he arrived. The reason is because I was never being hostile. But he was using that. He was trying to start getting and working an angle. And he gets everybody using the word hostile. Okay? You can see where it goes from there. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, anyway. There was no conduct that happened at the event. True or not. The only conduct that they pointed to was conduct that was not done by him, done on a separate Facebook page, and cannot be attributed back to him because he didn't do it. Okay? So, you can't...
It's sorry.
I've just texted somebody. This is the picture that I've come up with for the community post.
Oh my God. That's ham crack.
It's ham sexy.
That's Chantel from the back.
Oh boy. There you go. So when the cop arrived, he didn't investigate. That's the number one mistake he made. So he should have pulled up and asked, what are we ejecting this guy for? Well, he posted a meme a week ago. The next question a good cop would have asked, how do we know he posted it? That's police work. That's gumshoe. That's how it's supposed to be done. Okay? I was a cop, I know. I told this guy at one point in the video here that I'm a former cop. And he tells me, well, I'm a current cop. He's obviously on an ego trip. And he doesn't care. He has situational bias. He doesn't care. He doesn't care who's right or wrong.
He's on overtime anyway.
Yeah, he's making time and a half or double time now working for the venue this weekend. And so he doesn't give a shit. And so he comes in and completely blows the investigation. He doesn't do any investigating at all as to why this man's being kicked out of a venue that he paid to get into and did not do anything at that would be considered a violation of policy or law. So why did he get kicked out? Because they said that he put up a meme. Why did I get kicked out? Because I admitted to hanging out with the person that they believe put out the meme. Guys, this is chicken shit. Okay? I'm sorry. This is the shittiest thing that's happened in a long time to me by law enforcement. This man did not do his due diligence. He did not investigate the situation. And now he has drawn all this negative ire.
I feel left out. They didn't say shit to me.
Yeah, it's kind
Where's equal rights for us women?
There was two other people walking along with them when they walked up to me. And those people didn't get trespassed. Why not?
I was in the wheelchair, but they see me walking all day pushing him.
So now this is going to be great next year. Because now we both have to come in a disguise. So this is going to be fun next year. I think I'm going to come back. I'm gonna do the whole share routine. Oh my God. I'm going to do the whole share. And I want you to dress up like RuPaul. Like a really skinny RuPaul. I think it would be awesome. And we're gonna go in there, and I'm literally gonna carry around a highball microphone and a stick mic and just walk around with it. And I'm just waiting to break out in song. Do you love the Lord? I see. I can sing Cher. I'm pretty good. Anyway, so this place is just cranked. So this cop, he did not do any due diligence at all. He didn't investigate at all. He walked in, he took the word of a cracked out security guard and a security guard on a power trip, and he took what they said as gospel, turned it around on me, started changing the words. I know how they do this. I finally told him, guy, it was a cop. I know what I'm doing here. And it gets weird from there.
He was impressed about coming.
Anybody?
Because he
fucked up your event? For a private event, they don't have to have
That
a reason.
security card just threatened to fuck me up.
I'm not speaking on behalf of security. I'm not speaking on behalf of security. I'm speaking on behalf of the BBC.
Okay, well, if they're gonna trespass him for doing that,
They can trespass
then
anybody
they
for
need to
anything.
do something about their security guard, which is making threats against
And
me.
if they deem that necessary, they will.
But I don't know
You
his
need to
name.
raise that complaint with
Oh, trust me, I'm going to be.
See, once again, this cop will do anything other than provide me with what I need to file a complaint. Cops, I don't know if you know
Reynolds. He looks like Ryan Reynolds.
this. Yeah. If you're going to file a complaint, you need the person's name to file the complaint. And so as long as they can keep this man's name away from me.
Well, it can't be hard to figure out who the staff is for this place. I mean,
it's all for your.
They're VBC event security.
Yeah,
they
but
work for
they
the
may work for a
government.
private company that works for
Yeah, but he's a cop. The other ones were security.
I think we have his badge because he had a badge around his neck.
He did have a badge, and I'm hoping that with all the different videos, and by the way, we've got 4 or 5 sources now of video and pictures and audio all coming in, and we're going to make this into a full length, but still cut down some so it doesn't have all the boring shit in it. But we're going to make this a thing where it will follow the situation depending on what camera. Because you guys saw this is my live. We've got other videos still literally arriving here tonight that people are sending in. And so I'm going to make a really nice video of this whole thing because this needs to be exposed. All right? And we're going to be talking a lot in the days to come about the corruption that goes on with these groups.
This club, this Huntsville Amateur Radio Club, which is the same group of people who manage the Hamfest. A couple years ago, before I moved back, I don't have a whole lot of info because a lot of it, there's no internet really record of what happened, but I've heard from the locals that this particular club used to be so corrupt and so backwards and so just horrible. I have friends who still to this day, even though I've told them they're a lot better now, they're like, I will never step foot in that club again because of how bad they used to be. I don't know if the people who were the perpetrators of the corruption before are still in the club or not, but this club has a reputation with the locals here of being just totally corrupt, totally unreasonable. I don't even know what they did. I just know they have this reputation, and there's people that are still so done with this club that even like, because I think the club itself generally means well. I've been to their meetings and stuff. I've done their build days and everything, and they're a decent club, a fairly nice group of people. They just have a couple of them, specifically the guys who somehow always end up being officers at large as their official title in the club, seem to be the real problems. The president, he's fine. It's just these 2 or 3 guys that are officers at large, mainly Mark Brown in 4BCD. He's the worst one out of all of them. He has a reputation too for being kind of a dick to people. He was a dick in this other clip when he was confronted earlier. After I was out of the building, someone else went over to talk to him and recorded the whole thing and is like, "Can you tell me what's going on here?" And he's like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Well, they mentioned you by name, so somebody's lying here." And he just rude, makes no attempt. He's just rude to everybody. He walks around with this spiky hair. Apparently he's got some kind of, he's on speed or something because he was shaking. He's always chewing gum. This dude's a nightmare, and he's somehow wormed his way into everything. He gets on all the social medias. He does the interviews on the YouTube. Oh, everybody come to Hamfest this year. It's going to be great. But since I've known him, since I moved back here a long time ago, he's been a problem. He likes to try and tell people how to talk on the radio. He'll do whole stand-up speeches telling people how to talk on the radio. Like, he'll do whole presentations like, don't say this, say this.
Yeah, and he doesn't present it like, here's a good operating style that you might want to adopt. He puts it out like, this is the way it is, so you need to adapt.
Yeah, like when Field Day was coming around, his whole presentation before Field Day was telling everybody how to do their station. How to talk, how to do this. Don't say that, don't use this abbreviation for the club call sign because it's embarrassing or whatever. He's one of these people that has no life outside of this, takes himself way too seriously, and has no personality besides being a dick.
Yep.
So, I mean, all his behavior from him is totally expected. I mean, he was the guy standing in the corner taking videos of me last year. Standing there with his phone, recording me as I go past.
Radiophile. He's a radiophile. He's going to get a little blacked out on his house.
Subscribers. People are going to know about this, trust me. But the point is, I'm trying to get that man's name. Are you not going to help me get that man's name?
Go, little Ryan.
Well, where's I need to speak to the management of the Braun Center.
I will get you somebody that's in charge, and that'll be up to them to decide.
That's fine. Is there a management office or?
Dude, it was the 12 weeks.
Or are you going to continue to run interference for me on that?
I'm not running interference for anything. God, this is crazy.
See, he accuses me of all kinds of shit. This cop he's an accusatory, miserable human being.
Well, I'm leaving now. I'm leaving. Let's just go. Where is Joseph?
And by this point, I was watching the live as I was outside, and I heard him like asking where I was, and I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out. I don't want to give him the opportunity to talk to
That's
him.
why I said, "Where's Joseph?" Tell him to keep going.
Yep.
Just head for the car.
As soon as I heard that, I started walking
owned by the
towards the car.
public. The Braun Center
Because
is
at two
owned
different
by the
times
public
he
and
says,
it's managed by a
"Look, I'm
group."
talking to you, and I need to be dealing with him."
Doesn't matter.
So I think he was going to try to trespass you. He did have your first and last name, but he wouldn't be able to get anything else from you.
Big boy. There's Biggin. Pillsbury Doughboy.
Come, big boy.
Okay, yeah, come, big boy. See, the last Hamfest, we had a babysitter. He got told to go fuck himself.
Yep. So anyway, eventually I sit there for 20 more minutes and they never come back. So I just decide, I'm going to walk through one more time. There was actually a couple of things down here at this long end that I was going to go look at and buy. And that's when they walked up and decided they were going to, quote, trespass me from the facility. Why? Because I dare question them. That's why.
This is the problem with humans. Humans suck. And what happened here today is how humans suck. That's all right. He wasn't officially trespassed, so that leaves next year wide open.
They'll probably try to implement.
And you can see how
IPs or
pompous
something.
cops are nowadays. I think that's the other thing. I was a cop. I'm a retired fire chief. I was a cop for 8 years.
They tried to shut down.
Worked the streets. Yeah.
I mean, that desperately needs young people
think you were
to
coming
be
back.
engaged
That's why
and
you leave.
I
excited.
gave you my word. I told you I was going to get you somebody to talk to.
Okay. I would just like that man's name so I can file a formal complaint.
What name or what?
That's my problem.
Yeah, he does.
He was there a minute ago with all these people, but none of them would get his name for me. Okay? I need his name so I can file a complaint. He swore and cussed and yelled at me and called me the F word. And I need to file a complaint against him. I've got the video of the whole thing.
I'm just trying to find out who the person is.
So am I.
So I'll point out the security guard when I see him again to let you know. I don't know.
This guy's the supervisor of the security guards, but he doesn't know who the guy is either.
I mean, I can give you.
But he can't take my complaint. He has no pin.
You can get himself to house security. You can go to your main office right now. It's up front at the front.
No, I'm not. I'm going to deal with this later so that I can do it all properly.
He just wants to get it on video right now.
I just want.
But they're not actually following through.
See, he says.
He
said he's not actually going to follow through with any of this. The cops are he's being a real asshole, and I fucking give it to him a little bit.
You're a jerk. You know that? You are a jerk. Just.
You hear what I told him?
I'm going to deal with this later so that I can do it all properly.
He just wants to get it on video right now.
I just want.
But they're not actually following through.
Oh, you don't think I'm going to follow through? You're a jerk. You know that? You are a jerk. Just so you know. I'm retired fire chief, former law enforcement officer, and former emergency manager. Okay? And you've been a jerk since I started working with you. Okay. And so do you have a card or something where I...
See, this is a man that's not supervised. He's not supervised. He doesn't give a shit if I file complaints. He doesn't give a shit whether he's right or wrong. He doesn't give a shit about anything. He walks up, he's a pompous piece of shit. This is the way he acted through the whole fucking interaction between him and I. This he's a real piece of work.
This is how their department acts. This ain't just him, trust me.
Yeah, this is the Huntsville Police Department. This is the Huntsville Police Department by Officer so-and-so, because he never actually gave me his name. Matter of fact, he was trying to cover everybody's name. He didn't want anybody's name to be given out. They want your name, but you're not going to get their name. You know, that's kind of the way it works. This guy was a real pompous asshole, and I kind of told him about 3 different times that he was a jerk. And, yeah, and he knows it. He knows I'm right. I told him I'm a former police officer, and he's being a jerk.
I want his record. There's going to be a FOIA going on.
Yeah, I think I'm going to FOIA his personnel file and all of his disciplinary action. And let's see what kind of officer this guy really is. Is he somebody that needs to be out here doing this? Because his indifference to the truth, his indifference to justice itself was appalling. Yeah. It was absolutely appalling. And the way he treated me, making me stand there for 20 minutes and not helping me, and then when I finally walk away, he comes and tracks me down. What a piece of shit.
I can send you so where do I, can you give me the email address I would send the information to, the request?
I'll have to get the security.
Is there a...
He can't even give me the email. Because if he gives me the email, I'll have it on camera and the complaint will arrive. So they don't want me complaining. They don't want to give me this guy's name. They don't want to give me the email address. They don't want to give me anything. Because covering for each other is what these people do. It's called corruption.
Process for filing complaints on your employees.
You can go straight to the security office.
Admin office or the security office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm really upset right now, and I think.
See how he rubs his beard? Men that rub their beards like that are fucking liars. Okay, right off the bat, any man that sits there like a goddamn garden troll, doing his fucking beard like that guy. Yes, that guy right there is a liar, and he is a piece of shit. And this is probably how he treats everybody he deals with out there on the streets.
It's okay, because his wife's going to find out about the girlfriend.
Yeah, one day she will.
She will, trust me.
And it's usually the girlfriend that tells her because she gets pissed at him.
No, he's going to find out the other way.
Yeah.
It would be best if I leave and I deal with this later, but you're not helping me with that. I mean,
I told you where you could go, right up front to the security office. They're there 24/7. Okay? Knock on that door, somebody will answer the door for you, and it'll take you whatever complaint you want.
Okay, and that's right over here?
So, you know the main entrance of the BBC? The ticket office is? Where the ticket office is at?
No, not really, but I'll find it. It's back that way.
So if you walk down the hallway, follow it all the way, and you get to the point where you can make a right-hand turn, just make a right, takes you right there, you'll see it right there to the right.
The public service is going to be a set of exterior doors. Ticket office will be to the right. Before you go out those exterior doors, the last door on the right is the security office. There's a keypad to get in, and
Yeah, I mean, this is the first thing he's actually explained to me all day.
Are you with anybody else here? Are you with Mr. Gleason or anybody else?
I don't think.
Are you with anybody else here? That's none of his business.
Does that matter?
That's anybody's business, is it?
Well, I just checked with the organizers of this event, and they felt like if you were involved with them, and
I attended with him. I didn't do anything.
Let me finish my sentence, okay?
Here's something else.
Am I?
Yeah.
See, he interrupted me about 20 times while I was talking. I interrupt him, it's a problem. It's a problem.
Okay.
I mean, I was a cop. We used to not treat people this way.
And is are two different things, okay?
Oh my
so I'm acting on behalf.
That's probably the most pompous thing he said. I told him, I'm a former police officer. We used to not treat people this way. And he says, well, you're former and I'm current. That's a pompous piece of shit right there.
The organizers, they do want you trespassing, okay? So we can escort you.
So he's trespassing me because I was hanging out with a guy that got trespassed for something that happened days before the event that he didn't even do. I just want to make sure everybody understands the chain of custody here with the ignorance. This cop did no due diligence. He did no research at all. He didn't check on nothing. Even the people he brought to me to speak to me knew nothing. They didn't even have the email address for their own security office. He couldn't even tell me what the process was for filing a complaint. Because the truth is, they just go in the round file anyway. But we're going to file them anyway. This cop's a piece of shit.
Off the property now. You will be able to go make your complaint at the security office, but then after that, we'll make sure that you're escorted off the property. Fair enough?
Sure.
Okay. Security office is going to be like, this is the hallway.
Just so you know, I did nothing.
I understand. And it's not my call. It's the event.
I just said,
It is his call.
I just said, I did nothing. He goes, no, you didn't. He knows what he's doing right now is wrong. He knows what he's doing is wrong, and he doesn't care because he wipes his ass with the Constitution. Okay? He wipes his ass with law and order. He doesn't give a shit. He just treats everybody like this. It's a shotgun approach. He treats everybody like this. They're trespassing me. Why? Don't really know. You're friends with a guy that we don't like. He literally admits that I did nothing wrong. He admits I did nothing wrong in a public building. He's forcing me to leave after admitting that I did not do anything wrong. He also says it 2 other times in this video that there were no crimes committed by either one of us. There was never a crime committed, and it was never a violation of policy. There was never a violation of the von Braun's rules. There was never a violation of the hamster's code of conduct. Whatever. It's bullshit. I'm telling you. This is the way they treat the public nowadays.
You are causing a disturbance.
I did not cause a disturbance.
Okay.
I have it all on record.
He just said you were causing a disturbance. Now, he just said
You did nothing wrong.
1 sentence before I did nothing wrong and 4 minutes before that I had not broke any laws. Now he's accusing me of a crime, a second-degree misdemeanor, okay, of disturbing the peace.
Okay.
Would you like to see it?
I would. I've lived it. I know what happened. I know
You
what
weren't
I-
here.
He lived it. He knows what happened. Now, earlier we established that I was hostile, and then when I asked him what I did that was hostile, he says, well, it was before I got here. Now he's telling me he was there to witness my hostility, and he was there to witness my disorderly conduct, but it must not arose to the level of a crime, because he just said I had not committed any crimes. I had not done anything wrong. He admits to trespassing me from a public building for doing nothing wrong. He admits it because he's a shitty cop and he doesn't even know how to lie good.
I know what I walked into the lobby on. I'm not here to debate with you. They do want you trespassed. You are asked to leave the event.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay.
Notice I was going to the security office. Then he changed it. No, you're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
You're leaving. So I decide, okay, fuck the security office. I'm leaving. Okay?
Yeah, you're trespassed. You can't go to security now.
Right.
Well, that's how it goes, guys. Public venue, and now they're trespassing me, and I didn't even do anything. So that shows you right there what's going on. You guys witnessed every single bit of involvement that I had in this situation. You guys witnessed every single thing that happened here today. You guys witnessed it all. And so now I'm not going to the security office. I'm leaving. I know I don't want any reason for you to have a problem with me. So I'm leaving. Yeah, yes you do.
Because if you stay
Without
and go
investigating
to
anything.
the security office, you've been trespassed.
That's correct.
So you can't
That's
do
correct.
that because they're
Absolutely.
Not leaving.
If you guys missed it,
I'm
he
leaving.
just said again that we did nothing wrong.
You guys witnessed every single thing that happened here today. You guys witnessed it all. And so now I'm not going to the security office. I'm leaving. I know I don't want any reason for you to have a problem with me. So I'm leaving. Yeah, yes you do. Without investigating anything.
crime has taken place, correct?
That's correct.
He just said, well, there's no crime that's taken place. He just accused me of disorderly conduct.
You don't have to investigate if there's no crime. Well,
But-
how do you know there's no crime? You didn't investigate.
Right. He didn't investigate because he knows there's no crime. He says there's no crime, then he accuses me of disorderly conduct and being hostile. Now we're back to no, you guys didn't commit any crimes again. I mean, it's a stretch. This cop is just incompetent.
It's better than a tennis match.
He's absolutely incompetent.
The cop did not ruin our fun. This was...
Oh.
Look, there were two possible outcomes of today.
We knew this was coming.
We knew this was coming. My plan for the day was to go in totally disguised, make my rounds around the flea market so I could buy the equipment I wanted, which it worked out fine. I came home with some nice equipment. And then I was going to slowly remove a piece that was disguising me. Remove the hair, remove the glasses, remove the hat, start walking around instead of riding around.
Plus
and
his ass got sore.
see how long it took them to find me. So, any of these people, and I'm going to make another video about this too, with the whole timeline and everything. There's a bunch of these old guys right now that are just beyond happy right now, thinking he got thrown out on his ass. No, they only found me because I wanted them to find me. And I have the video of it to prove it, because I have video of me with the camera riding past the staff, riding past the people running the event, looking at me and looking on. They didn't know it was me until I wanted them to know it was me. You can tell the cop said he hasn't been here all day. I had been there since opening. So this all went exactly to plan. I mean, the only thing that would have been another alternate outcome was I stayed in character the whole time, and then they didn't even know I was there until the videos came out. That was another alternate option, but my ass got sore riding around in the wheelchair, so I decided to get up. So they didn't ruin our fun. This was expected. I wanted this to happen, number one, because it's just funny as fuck to say I got kicked out of a Hamfest, but it's also good because it exposes what happened and it exposes how these people operate. You would think a hobby around walkie-talkies and radios would be just peachy and fun all the time, but if you peel back the onion just the tiniest bit, it's just a hornet's nest full of just the grouchiest, nastiest people you've ever met in your life. I can't think of any other hobby that's this bad.
All right, this is when we first walked in. He didn't know what he wanted to dress up like, so he dressed up like 1983 Howard Stern.
He looks like Wayne's World.
WCCC. But yeah, that's all I hear when I see that. But
see, I think Wayne's World.
Could be. So anyway, that's what we got. Pretty much after this, I just leave. I think I tell him one more time he's a piece of crap or something. But yeah, it.
Correct. That's
I just
correct.
decide to leave because
And the facility.
he kept telling me, you got to leave. Then he says, go to the security
We're
office.
gonna
Then
be
he says,
seeing
no,
about
you
this
got to
public
leave.
event. This is
Well,
a
if I go to
public
the security
facility.
office, he's going to arrest me. So I'm just
You can
gonna
always go to the security office at another event, wait for them to have like one of those craft shows or something,
Yeah.
and just go to the security
All right,
office
so
then.
yeah, I'm
And
sure
get
it's
that
not.
guy's name, because I think I've seen that same security guard there before.
Yeah, I want to get his
I will
name
be
because I want to
following
make
up
sure
on
he's
this
in the
with your
description
boss
because I
as
want to
well.
make sure he sees the video.
God damn, these people are something else. Witnessed
That
it all.
area over there is
And
really nice, though. They got big koi in there and ducks. It's so cool. You can see that stuff on my channel.
Is this a public facility or is this a
Yeah,
private
I
property?
got the video.
Private 290, this is the thing, man.
All
If
right.
you have a problem with this, then you're just delusional. Because you don't realize what's actually going on here. On the surface, they make me out to be just this troublemaker up to no good, just my only mission is to cause chaos and mayhem, which is not true. These people threw the first stone in every instance.
See, they have the freedom of speech to say what they want, but he can't.
Yeah, I don't know why you would be disappointed. It's people having a good time. This is a bunch of
No,
old
no.
geriatric people that are just a bunch of
because
assholes.
you're only supposed to key up your radio and go, radio check, monitoring, and not say nothing else. And then when it is an emergency and you need to use it, then they come on and tell you you can't use it because it's for an emergency. Because y'all are
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
But see, this is the kind of problem we have in ham radio. Is there's these stiff-ass people in ham radio that just don't want anybody having a good time. The problems they had with him was 6 years ago. All right?
And I even offered, I went to a meeting to talk to the Hamfest chairman personally to say, listen, we're not going to cause you any more problems if you just leave us alone. That's literally why I went there, in the spirit of extending an olive branch and making, I would like nothing more than to get along with these people. Just leave me and my friends alone. We're not hurting you at all. Just leave me the fuck alone. And he couldn't even let that interaction take place without doing something corrupt and underhanded. He had to get on his phone and call the other members of the Hamfest board, have them send me an email claiming that they held a meeting and voted unanimously. It happened when I walked in the door and he saw me and got on his phone. And then he lied to my face about it afterwards. This guy has no qualms about being just an underhanded scumbag to deal with somebody like me when I never did anything corrupt. I never screwed anybody over. Literally, the crime I'm guilty of is having a good time and goofing off on a public radio frequency it's not like I jammed their coordination channel. I didn't even use a repeater. We were on a simplex channel with a bunch of younger guys. We were playing manhunt and giving away candy to see who could find the person with the radio. Harmless stuff that got people excited and having a good time. I had kids tell me, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been on the radio today. That's all you need to know. And these guys went out of their way to get pissed off and angry about it and leave nasty comments saying, those scumbags, those kids, those kids. This is literally the old man shaking his fist at a cloud. Ooh, those kids are having a good time. They're terrible.
They can't talk about their next doctor appointment or their latest surgery.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're not allowed to play a game with a radio, but they're allowed to sit there and talk about horrible knee surgeries in great detail, and that's okay. That's not distasteful at all. But me pretending to order a hamburger to my friend using a walkie-talkie, that is worthy of ire and getting kicked out of a Hamfest and just everyone slandering you and treating you like shit constantly. These people have no concept of reality. They think that making a joke on the radio is illegal. I've literally had people tell me that just by making a joke on the radio, I was committing a crime, because in their mind, making a joke on the radio was not good amateur practice and was therefore illegal by Part 97. This is the mental gymnastics they use because they're bootlickers. They want to find a crime. Yeah. Alright, I use this analogy a lot. If you go to a car show, you go to a classic car meetup, the guys there don't say, show me your driver's license. Oh, hey, that light is 2 lumens low. I'm calling the DMV and I'm having them come inspect your vehicle. There's none of this bootlicking government constant desire for government intervention in any other hobby that I can think of. But ham radio, and you know why? Because people in radio, a majority of them, love the official step above society that they think it gives them. Because most people that use radios nowadays are public safety, police officers, firemen, people who actually have like a bit of authority over regular society. And so they think because they have a little Baofeng $20 radio on their belt that they're a dispatch officer, you know, they're the enforcement agency.
They're all little Hitlers of everything.
And you know what? That's fine. Do that. But don't flip the knob until you hear something you don't like and then go out of your way to try and shut that down too. You have millions of frequencies and channels to use. And it's just like with 7.200 on 40 meters on HF. One frequency where people just constantly goof off and fight with each other. It's just a bunch of old cranky men arguing over absolutely nothing. But it's one frequency on upper sideband on 40 meters or lower sideband on 40 meters. And yet constantly there's people that just bitch and moan about this one frequency. And it's like nobody's making you listen to this.
Spin the dial and smile.
Just go somewhere else. But this mentality of any person who doesn't fit the stereotypical ham attitude is a war criminal, is how they treat you. And when I first got into ham radio, I was 12 years old, and I got treated this way. Because I was 12 years old, and on the radio, I'm not going to be, please be advised, this is station 23 checking in, please be advised. I didn't do that. I was like, what's up, guys, how's it going? And they treated me like this and told me all these dire threats. I'm going to lose money, I'm going to get fined, I'm going to go to jail, blah, blah, blah. And I would believe it because I was 12 years old and I didn't know any better. And now that I know better, I look back on that and I think, wow, those guys really had no problem blowing smoke up the ass of a kid who just wanted to enjoy his radio. So yeah, I hold a grudge against hams, and I troll them a little bit in a harmless manner because they take themselves too seriously.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and in reality, it was designed to escalate. I take exception to that. No, there was nothing that we did that was designed to escalate anything.
It was not
It was
designed
more
to
of
escalate.
It was a test.
This was.
It was
I
not an
wouldn't even call it a
escalation.
test.
Well,
This
that's what it was to me.
This was me not letting these curmudgeons
Scare you off.
get their way. They fear monger. They tell you these dire things are going to happen to you, which in reality will never happen. Threats of jail time, big fines, confiscation of equipment, FCC, all this crap that they spew. And it's all lies and fear-mongering. They want you to be scared. Why? Because I guess it makes them feel important.
They
So
can't
I give
control
it back a
anything
little
else.
bit. I'm like, yeah, come direction find me, you bozo. Get off your lazy boy and come find me. This whole Hamfest thing was not designed to cause a scene. Was not designed to escalate. I'm kind of glad what happened because it exposes their corruption. But I didn't go there with the intention of... That meme that someone made of me is not my mindset. I didn't go there saying, I'm gonna fuck up your Hamfest. That was not my mindset.
In fact, we did nothing. Other than getting in with a wig and a wheelchair, we did nothing.
If I wanted to fuck up their Hamfest, I could have called the fire marshal for improper security cables or extension cords on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
All right? There's a million things I could have done.
Look,
The
I-
one that was
Probably-
hanging in the middle of the ceiling.
That box that was right up there in the corner at headbang
We
height
have
with
it
the
on
fucking
video.
bare exposed wires.
We have it on video.
If they really want to be pricks, I'm a retired fire marshal.
If I want to
I
cause
could
a
have
problem,
I could have caused some problems for them today. I could have filed complaints with the fire marshal. I could have done all kinds of stuff. There was all kinds of discrepancies and things there that weren't right. But we didn't. We're not like that.
And I wouldn't
We
even
caused
call,
no problems.
I wouldn't even call this a prank. This was not a prank on
Because
a
it
bunch
was
of
not
old men.
a prank is on someone. This was not a prank. We just simply wanted to go to the Hamfest, and we wanted him to be able to get in without having problems like this. You saw what the problem. You saw who escalated.
This is why I brought up me going to that meeting before and trying to make peace with them. I extended the olive branch. I said, listen, we would like a club table like we had last year. We will not do what we did. We won't even go on we'll just use like apps on our phone to talk to each other. We won't cause you won't even know we're there. And they were like, no, we think your club sucks. You're not allowed. That's basically what they said in more official terms. So I tried. And now they want to say you're banned for what? For nothing. Because they don't like me. They don't want me there. And every year I come back, and that adds to their seething. So there's no prank. It's just me showing up because to let them gloat and laugh at each other is just, look, I got free time. All right? And these people deserve to be kept on their toes a little bit. Again, I didn't disrupt anything. I was just there. And if my presence alone, just knowing in their heads that I was there is enough to cause them this level of anger, dude, I'm living rent-free in their heads.
Yeah.
That's not healthy.
No, Teddy's at home. We didn't bring the cats up this time. They're coming up in October.
Yeah. Yeah. The mother cat that we have here gave birth to 8 kittens. 8. I pulled 3 of them out of a wall today.
Yep.
8.
Yep. 3 kittens stuck down in a wall in a house that's under construction and now
Not my
abandoned.
cat.
It was next. Yeah, it's a next door house. It's like abandoned, and so she bought these. You know, like old people used to get their glass of off the counter or whatever, like a grabber. She bought one of those and some cat food, and we got them. She was able to get down in there and get them out. So they're all good.
Yeah, shorts are up on my channel. She had 8.
Yep. I that's the thing, guys. If someone does something wrong, then they should be ejected. I don't even think I have a problem with that.
And
But
please, you want to say that, go back and watch some of your videos. You need to put your channel up.
Well, no, I mean, just my YouTube channel for the ham radio stuff is called Scuffed Radio, and I'll be doing like a timeline thing on this, and there will be. Here's the thing. This is another thing. I have a series going every year called Freaks of Hamfest. This was not originally on the plans, but I had enough of these weird looking guys give me trouble that I said, you know what? I'm going to do like the Magic the Gathering guy did, where he posed next to people's exposed plumber's cracks.
Yeah.
I'm going to record these people and just kind of poke fun at them. People, look, it's just harmless fun. And if they feel personally offended by it, maybe they need to get in shape. Because there's people that walk around with scowls on their face. It's not even so much about being out of shape. It's the resting bitch face that these people have. You're at a radio convention.
Even the men.
The happiest place on earth. And there's guys walking around like they look like they're just scowling and furious. And I'm like, why? There's no reason for that. This is a fun hobby. So I take videos of them when I see them making these faces, and I put it on YouTube. I call it Freaks of Hamfest. It's like the old Ham Sexy website.
It ain't no worse than us being called out in the wild.
I'm probably a freak too. All right? We all got our things going on that make us look a little weird or silly or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of funny when you walk in a room and you're like, whoa, this is an above average concentration of goofy looking people. And those goofy looking people want to give me trouble for nothing? Okay. Enjoy being on Freaks of Hamfest compilation.
And these old folks don't know how to deal with this. I mean, they make a big deal about it. He lives in their head. They're always talking about what he's doing and where he's at.
They
and
need
where
to watch their pacemakers is what they need to do.
I know. It's getting ridiculous. You know, the truth is, if they just let him be on his repeater frequencies and they could be on theirs, it's not like there's not enough frequencies out there.
Don't have an issue with what you did. I think it's funny. When I watched it live, I thought you were a gentleman and leaving. Yeah, the moment the security guard came up to me, he said, "We've been asked to have you leave." I said, "We already know we're on our way out." I didn't argue with him at all. Nothing. I hightailed it out of there.
Well, and I did argue because I'm a former law enforcement officer and I know that what was happening was wrong. It's a public venue. We had not done anything wrong. They had no right to do what they did. Okay, so I don't know if maybe you're not understanding that, but that's the facts. The facts were the cop himself, you heard it over and over and over. We had committed no crimes. We had not done anything wrong. He even admitted, you didn't do anything wrong, but I have to kick you out. That's a cop taking orders from people that he doesn't work for.
And here's the thing again. I do respect authority. As much as it may look like I do not respect false authority.
I'm a former cop. I did this.
If someone actually has the authority to tell me to stop, like a police officer or heaven forbid the actual FCC, I will adhere to that. But when someone who's a nobody self-appoints himself to be God of radio, I'm going to laugh at him. You know? It's just like the mall cop thing. Everybody knows the joke about mall cops. They have a huge ego. I'm going to perform a citizen's arrest on you. It's like, dude, you look like a clown. Everybody knows what's going on here. Don't embarrass yourself. That's all it is. If the actual authority tells me the moment they came up, I have it on video, the moment, sir, we've been asked to, I already know, I'm on my way out. I wasn't even going to argue with him. I mean, I'm glad Ian did what he did, but I was.
And understand that the moment he told me I had to leave, I left. None of that time I was talking to him had I been asked to leave. It was until I went back into the sales floor in there, and he walked up to me there, about 2/3 of the way through that conversation, he let me know that they want you gone as well. And I walked, and I left. Okay? So there's no one that didn't comply with the orders that they were given. I mean, I don't see where there's a problem. Number two, the Constitution provides our ability to redress government. All right?
I'll be back, guys. I'm on my phone, but I'm just stepping out.
So
somehow.
The whole point of this is I knew he was wrong, and I called him on it. You're allowed to redress your government.
Cords, baby.
There's
a lot of cords here.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to clear Ian's shit.
One of the 5 pillars of the First Amendment. This is really important, okay? One of the 5 pillars of the First Amendment is the ability for you to redress your government. When I called that cop a jerk, that's exactly what I was doing, redressing my government. Now, if I called him an effing asshole and I started yelling at him, that's disorderly conduct. That's against the law. However, as long as I'm calm, in a normal voice, and I'm not swearing, there's nothing they can do. You can technically swear, but they're going to arrest you for it, and you got to fight it, and it's a big mess.
Just being, you know,
Yeah.
you speak with words and don't go that way, because when you're screaming and cussing, it just shows lack of education.
It does. And also by remaining calm when the video's looked at later, and this one will be looked at later by lots of people. My original video's already been viewed 319 times, and generally my lives on something like this wouldn't get but 50 or 100 hits by now. So we're definitely seeing people looking at that video, and people are going to be looking at this video, and that's the whole reason I do these. People need to know what the Huntsville Hamfest, because that's really where this starts. Yeah, the cop didn't do a good job. The security guard certainly didn't do a good job yelling and cursing and they made a scene. Technically, what that guard did to me was disorderly conduct, if you really want to get technical. See, this really puts them as a disadvantage when you're being perfectly orderly and they're not. That really puts everybody at a disadvantage. What just happened?
Did you hit a hotkey or something?
No, I didn't hit anything.
You must have hit a hotkey with your mouse sitting on.
I don't use hotkeys. I don't have.
Well, OBS hasn't built in on certain things.
I mean, I think I turned all that off a long time ago.
Baby,
What?
we got some amazing lightning off down here.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll look at that in a minute.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to be signing off soon. We've done 2 hours here. I do appreciate everybody. I'm sorry that some people don't quite understand what's going on here or something, but
they don't know the lore, and they haven't been involved, and they're just getting right now one side of everything, and it's being thrown at them. But I get it, but they stick around.
And I don't know what you mean by, he was a gentleman and he left, but what happened after that is what I thought was sad. Are you talking about when I stood up for our rights? Is that the part you're saying is sad? Is it sad that I said it stops here and goes no further? Is it sad that I stood up for the Constitution? Is that what's sad? Yes, we got kicked out, but not trespassed. We'll be coming back next year. We're both coming in drag. Yeah, no, they don't like him because of something that happened 6+ years ago. And so we dressed him in a disguise so he could go. He got to go. He bought a bunch of radios, and he had a great time. And then he took the disguise off, and they saw him, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's here!" And they had him trespassed, but they didn't trespass him. They kept threatening to trespass us. But the bottom line is they can't trespass us because it's public property. You can't trespass people for public property unless they're committing a crime. And so they had no recourse other than to just kick us out. So that's what they did. They kicked me out because I hung out with the guy that they don't like, that supposedly posted something that someone else actually posted. It's very convoluted. It says right in the rules and regulations of the Braun Center that you cannot be, that there's only 4 or 5 reasons you can be told to leave a venue, and that's causing an unsafe situation, fighting. There's like 5 or 6 of them. We did none of those things. We didn't even come close to doing any of those things. In fact, their security guards did a couple of those things. But we did not. And so to say it was sad that we stood up for our rights when we were being mistreated, you must be one of those people that automatically agrees with the cop no matter what. I was a cop. I know how cops are. And I don't agree with cops just because they're wearing a badge and a uniform. You can't do it that way. You gotta know the whole story. Yep, go back and watch the live if you want, or go back and watch it within this video if you want, because we replayed the good parts again. We're going to be coming out with a long-form expose. Joseph's working on one. I'm working on one. They're going to be 2 totally different videos. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. We've got videos from 5 or 6 different devices now coming in from different people that took different videos at different parts of this whole thing. And we're also going to be doing some like reaction type interview stuff, and it's going to be really cool. People need to know what happened here. People need to know that these old curmudgeon ham radio people are really ruining ham radio with all this Gestapo bullshit. And kicking people out of a ham fest, people that did nothing wrong. Kicking someone out simply because he hung out with the other guy that was being kicked out because he allegedly posted some picture that he didn't actually post.
Yeah.
That's how stupid this is. The cop admits about 5 different things that's going to get him in trouble. He admits that neither one of us did anything wrong. He admits that neither one of us committed a crime. He admits that they put me out for no reason at all. He actually says.
The only reason was that the event staff wanted you out.
Yep.
Which is just
How can you kick somebody out of a public building?
Maybe they should
out of a
hold
venue.
their convention in a public place if they don't want want that kind of control.
Yeah, if you want that kind of control, maybe you shouldn't be in a public venue. Number one. I don't understand where these people even get off. They want me removed. Why? Because he's with him.
That's why I told the people that came with me, hey, if you see me riding around, do not interact with me until the event's almost over and we're ready to go. Because if they see you interacting with me, they're going to throw you in the same boat. They do this too. I have a friend who lives in Huntsville here with me. I met him a couple weeks ago on the repeater. He's had the same experiences as me, and he's way nicer than I am, way more forgiving of this behavior than I am. But they do the same crap to him, guilty by association. Just because he talks to me, and me and him have conversations, he gets jammed on the repeaters. He gets the cold shoulder at events.
Yep.
He has done nothing to these people. He doesn't even do the shit that I do. Because I will curse on the air sometimes and say silly stuff and make fun of these people. He doesn't even do that. But because he talks to me, he gets the cold shoulder during nets. They won't check him in. It's ridiculous.
2 years ago, I applied for a table at this Hamfest, and they refused me. Why? Because I'm friends with him.
And Private, we did not plot a confrontation.
Now, he does. I don't think he's here in the same broadcast as I am.
No, we did not plan this.
There was no planned I was walking down the hallway. I didn't even know any of this was going on until he walked right up to me. We showed that earlier. You saw the entire thing.
He didn't come in until after you showed
Okay, maybe you didn't see that part. Okay, I was not expecting any confrontation. In fact, we were about ready to go. That's why he took the disguise off. We were leaving. And I had already made my purchases, and I was making one loop around on YouTube Live because I wanted to show it. I went out to show everybody the hamburger prices. $20 for a hamburger. And I hear they were really bad. So there you go. I was out in an area filming. It's the area on the way to the front door, and they walked right past me. How did I plan a confrontation? I didn't even know what was going on. There was no planned confrontation.
I came out because I saw where Ian was as I'm leaving the building, and I tapped him on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, we're getting the boot. You know, I just wanted him to record us walking past. I didn't even... This wasn't planned. You're conflating the issue. Who cares about the old hams? No one. This wasn't your objective. That is totally... What?
He's one of these guys. You realize that.
Who cares about the old hams? No one. That wasn't your objective. It was clear you wanted to cause an issue with the old venue, not with the event.
He's one of these guys. He's one of the old curmudgeons.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
How have we given that implication at all? I don't understand that at all. No, they didn't take our joy away. Listen, this is why I gotta make sure to stress this. I had a great time.
Yep.
And the enjoyment was not hindered at all by any of this. In fact, it added to it. This was great. So, yeah, any of these people that think he got kicked out, no. What I wanted to happen is exactly what happened, and I know that sounds like you're just a sore loser and you're just gonna say that to save face. Think whatever you want. This was part of the plan. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have gone in disguise, or I wouldn't have gone at all. This was all planned out, and you'll see it on my YouTube channel, Scuffed Radio. We're gonna be making more stuff about this coming up.
Hide this. Beautiful lightning. Did you see that lightning bolt I sent you?
Private, I think I'm sure you're probably one of the people that we're talking about or something here, because I don't think you understand what went on, or you're one of the people we're talking about. I'm not sure which. But
do you need this?
Yeah, there we go.
Do you fucking need this?
We got a little bottle for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. There was no planned confrontation at all. In fact.
And it thunders
my plan was to go there, stay in disguise till I was done and ready to leave, take the disguise off. If I get kicked out, the moment they asked me to leave, I was going to leave. That was the whole plan. I didn't expect the security guards to go on an ego trip. And, dude, that one security guard, before Ian even got involved, he was demanding that we delete video that we were recording.
Yeah,
we were recording
that's illegal.
Everything.
He literally walked past me being pushed in the wheelchair and Joseph walking behind me because I had somebody pushing me.
And I told him.
And as he was walking at us, he got on his thingy and he said, "Watch him," as he was passing us.
Yeah, and I even told the guy was like, I don't know why you feel the need to record me, and I said, dude, we're recording everything. This is not directed mainly at you.
Delete that.
We got no problem with you. Yeah, and he just, dude, the moment this guy walked up, you could tell he was gonna be a problem.
Yes, when he was being escorted out, I challenged their actions. You're goddamn right, I did, because what they were doing was a violation of the Constitution of the United States, and I'm going to fight for that every time. Have no mistake. Okay? That's not planning a confrontation. That's dealing with one. Understand that. Okay? That would not have been how we planned it if we planned it. Okay? Number one. Number two, I was literally in a random location when they walked by. So there was no plan for a confrontation. Okay? And number three, if you think as a former police officer, a retired fire chief, and a constitutionalist, if you think I'm going to stand by while they eject someone that did nothing wrong from a public venue, then I'm sorry. You don't understand what's going on. Okay? They were violating his constitutional rights, and they ultimately violated mine. So understand that. Okay,
look,
that's why I think you're trolling me.
No, he's not trolling. I think the issue is you're just misunderstanding what happened, and the whole doing this on the live, it can make it hard to follow. I understand that. We'll make a better video with like a point-by-point timeline with all the clips and everything.
Maybe that'll help.
That'll kind of explain it a little better. I understand if all you see is us fighting with cops. Yeah, it looks like we're kind of, but no, there was no malintent here. They started with the shit that auditors fight for us every day. The auditors instigate this stuff. They go stand in the street, and we don't have a problem with them. I think they're doing what they need to do. It's a good thing to have that stuff. But it's just one of them things. It's
rights are like a muscle.
Yeah.
If you don't exercise them, they will atrophy, and you will lose them.
It's a little breezy out there and it's a little chill.
We're almost done. We're almost done.
Yeah, just don't get the wrong idea that we went there looking for a fight.
No.
I went there to find equipment and to have a little fun being undercover at an event that I knew they didn't want me at, but I had no plans to disrupt. I just wanted to be able to do my thing and get some equipment, which I did. I accomplished my goals.
Yep.
And the cops and the security guard being ridiculous.
We actually, I actually never expected all that to happen. I kind of
had an idea that maybe my plan was just to immediately, as soon as they asked me to leave, I thought the Hamfest staff was going to give me like a talking to in person. I thought Mark Brown was going to walk up and be like, "You're out of here, blah, blah, blah." I thought I was going to actually see some hams giving me trouble. But
Okay.
no, they went and acted like the VBC wanted me out. That was the other thing. The Hamfest chairman, when confronted about this after I was out of the building, tried to play it off like he had no clue what was going on, and and that the VBC is who wanted me out, which is just downright comical, because why would a convention center care about me at all? They were alerted to this by the Hamfest board.
Yep.
So he's lying his ass off. They're just all, it's just a good old, this is northern Alabama. And these people live in central Alabama, northern Alabama, southern Tennessee. You know what this area is really known for? The good old boy system.
Yep, it sure is.
That's all you need to know right there.
Yeah, and Private, he wrote, if your objective was not to escalate, why not just walk out when he was being escorted out? Okay, there's a difference between planning to escalate something and standing up for your rights. If you can't see the difference there, okay, I did nothing wrong by redressing my government. I never raised my voice. I never cussed. I never swore. I never said anything I'm not supposed to say. That's why the cop couldn't arrest me. Trust me, he wanted to. And he would have if he could have, okay? But that's the bottom line here is there was never a plan to escalate, okay? All the escalation was done by them. I was trying to stop the progress of an illegal act. That's something
you should... Or at the
very
least expose it.
Expose it. I wasn't going to stop it, but at least I exposed it. All that video exposed that cop for what he is. That video exposed the security there for what they are. And it exposed the deficiencies that they have there. Trust me. They're going to be watching these videos. The people that work at the Braun Center, the people that manage it, the people that check it, all that, they're going to be watching.
You know how we know they're watching? Because they've all commented under my channel. I had a comment already show up that according to this commenter, I was thrown out on my ass and trespassed by Huntsville Police Department. That's what this commenter said, which is downright hilarious because I was already heading to the door when their security came up. The Huntsville Police Department, I never actually talked to a real officer.
And I don't think maybe you understand my past. Oh, okay. I'm a retired fire chief. I did 8 years in the service of the Sheriff's Department as a sworn deputy sheriff. And I also dispatched for several years. I was an explorer scout. I did a lot of different jobs over my time, okay? And one of the things I did was I was a security supervisor for 2 years. I was hired to go out in a patrol car and manage security guards. So to say that I don't know what security guards' jobs are would be a fallacy, because I am very familiar with not only law enforcement, but I'm also familiar with security and what they're allowed to do. And I've also already today, after we got home, I spent 2 hours in here reading all the different nuances between the laws in Florida, where I'm from, and the laws here in Alabama. And so I feel that I'm versed in it, and I believe that what I did was appropriate. They were violating the rights of my friend, and I stood up for him. That's not escalating.
And they were
I would have, in order to escalate something, I would need to have raised my voice, sworn, made threats, something. I would have had to have done something to escalate it. They swore. They cussed. They made threats. Not me. That cop accused me of 6 or 7 different things. He accused me of being hostile. He accused me of causing a disorderly conduct. He accused me, he threatened me. Okay? Security guard threatened me, used cuss words against me. All that stuff's against Von Braun policy, all that stuff's against ham radio policy, all that stuff's against the law.
It's okay when they do it, though.
It's okay when they do it, though. It's okay. Somehow when they do it, it's not escalating. But when we don't do it, we're escalating. I'm sorry, if you can't see that, that's what happened. Standing up for your rights and redressing your government, done properly, is not escalating. Now, if you stand up for your rights by throwing rocks at the cops, that's not right. It's not proper. I also don't believe in showing up at traffic stops and walking up and going, "Don't write him a ticket, you fucking pig." Okay, I think that's stupid too. All right.
Stupid is.
And I only follow the auditors. I only follow the auditors that. I only follow the auditors that. You're really making my monologue difficult, just so you know. I'm trying to wind this bitch out, you know.
I'm gonna go fuck with the cats in this.
All right, there you go. Don't blind them with it.
Well.
Can I see that for 1 second? I want to show it to them.
Don't, you'll blind them. You'll burn your camera out.
Guys,
You might actually just damage that camera.
I bought the world's biggest flashlight.
That thing is nuts.
It's crazy. I mean, it's bright.
Ignorant.
It's got like a little teeny spot. Look at that. And it's really, really bright.
And
anyway.
it really does hurt your eyes. You don't have to look at it.
And it focuses.
Carol Ann can see that light.
Focuses and all kinds of stuff. But anyway,
Carol Ann.
it also has a big battery in it, and you can charge your phone off of it.
Look for Carol Ann.
Which my regular flashlight here, which I bought for $20 at Home Depot or a Husky, this one also recharges. I love things that recharge your phone, you know. All right, so anyway, that's it. I want you guys to understand, nobody there wanted a confrontation. There was never a plan for a confrontation.
Instead of whack-a-mole flashlight.
Yeah, that is a whack-a-mole flashlight. Yeah, Private, I remember. I know who you are. I remember. And I just, I just want you to understand that I'm not an instigator. I'm pro-cop. I'm pro-law and order. I'm 100% anti this whole defund the police movement. I've been supporting and pro our law enforcement all through all these actions that are going on. But just because I was a cop, if they do something wrong, I'm on them like flies on a turd. All right? Because the Constitution's the most important thing. The Constitution is the most important thing. We were kicked out of a venue for today, and we did nothing wrong, and we didn't get our money back, and it was a public
that light
venue.
Is bright.
So I know.
I made a moon.
You made a second moon?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Anything else, guys? Let's go around. Anything else? Anything else?
Just
Victor, go check out my shorts. That mama cat had 8 babies.
And go check out my channel, Scuffed Radio. I do plan on actually being active on there. It's been about 2 years since I really regularly uploaded, but I'm planning on resuming that now.
Go back, watch
So there'll be videos on technical stuff, radios, repeaters, towers, equipment, all kind of fun stuff like that, and then of course the details about this. And of course the Freaks of Hamfest. Stay tuned for that, because I got some good ones this year.
And you have some other videos from the last couple Hamfests we've been to.
Yep, there's videos from the previous Hamfest. Hell, if you go on this channel, StarShip Adventures, and you go back far enough, this is where we actually uploaded the original stream, and you can see exactly what we were doing that got the Hamfest board so angry at us.
I was watching that.
It's
day.
an hour long.
You guys.
It's like an hour and a half long stream with the audio from a radio at our table, and you can hear everything we did. And you can see exactly what happened up until the point Mark Brown walks over and even says, "You guys all need licenses." We had all been IDing like crazy, way more than every 10 minutes. Every other word was our call sign. And he comes over, first words out of his mouth, "You guys need licenses." You can all see it right there. You can see how ridiculous it was. It's all right there on this channel. And then on my channel, I have the last couple Hamfests. I think the last 2 I have videos of, both from the Freaks video and from the walk around and just general, showing the flea market and everything. But yeah, it's gonna be good. We're gonna make some fun. I'm more gonna be on the fun side of things. He's gonna be more on the technical legality side of things. I'm gonna be uploading the videos of everything that I did, and it'll be interesting. It's gonna be fun. It's definitely worth going today.
Yep. It's crazy. The point is, guys, we can disagree. It's fine. I don't know what we disagree on. I mean, the Constitution is the most important thing. and this was very unconstitutional, what happened today. I will agree with you that the option for me was always open to just walk away and then go file complaints. That's always an option, and it's an option a lot of people should probably take. But being a former police officer myself, and knowing that he was violating our rights for a fact, and knowing that the Braun Center was a public place, and knowing that this cop was being a sarcastic asshole to me the whole time, I felt completely justified, and I still right now to this moment feel completely justified in everything I said to him. In fact, the only regrets I have is that I was not more stern with him on a few things. When he kept accusing me of crimes and then telling me I did nothing wrong and then accused me of a crime again, that he's just a bad cop. He can't even follow his own narrative. And so that's bad. I mean, like I said, when I was a cop, I didn't treat people like that. I would have pulled up and I'd have said, hey, what's going on? Before we start kicking people out of venues and all that, this is a public place. So let's figure out if what's gone on today has rose to the level that we can remove somebody from a public venue that's paid to be there. We didn't get our money back. We asked, but we didn't get our money back.
Did you ask? I didn't even ask.
Yeah, I asked, but it was during one of my rants.
Oh.
I asked, are we going to get our money back? And of course, it was never answered because we won't get our money back.
Yeah.
I've got about 12 things I've already written down that I need to do. I'm filing a formal complaint on the police officer with the Huntsville, Alabama Police Department. I'm going to be filing a formal complaint written with, including photographs and everything, with the security company that covers the Braun Center. I'll be CCing that as well to the Braun Center, as well as to city government, city council. And I'm also, I'm going to be looking at possibly filing something with civil rights, because there's some civil rights violations here. And so I'm going to get going here, guys. All right. Anything else? Last call?
No, I think about covers it. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yep, like, share, and subscribe, guys.
If anyone ever asks you what the meaning of life is, the answer is to like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
That's right. And have a good time, and don't be a curmudgeon.
Yeah.
That's the one right there.
Life's too short to be serious and grouchy about a hobby.
Yep. That's all it is. All right, guys, I do appreciate everybody coming in. Tomorrow night, I will be traveling. I will be coming on, though, at 9 o'clock. I'll be on I-75 heading south, and I will be coming on, and we'll do another show. We can talk about this some more. It'll be a single screen. It'll just be me in the car, and you probably won't be able to see me that well. I'll probably show you out the front window. But we'll come on. We'll do a little show tomorrow night. And then Monday, everything returns to normal. This last week has been absolutely nuts with missed shows, late shows, problems with technology and equipment and schedules and everything else. That's over now. Once we get back to it by Monday evening, everything should return to normal. All right, guys, everybody, I want you to have a good night out there, all right? And we'll see you guys on the next one. My name is Ian. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth right here on StarShip Adventures. Thank you for coming along tonight with the adventure, and the adventure continues. I hope to see you on the next broadcast, or perhaps down the log. 7-3s, everybody. KO4 EFS. I'm going to be signing off. Everybody have a great night out there and a safe tomorrow, and we'll see you next time. This is the YouTube channel StarShip Adventures, broadcasting live from StarShip Studios in North Fort Myers, Florida, in the United States of America. We thank you for joining us this evening for another broadcast of the Sights and Sounds of Earth, covering every breaking news story across this troubled planet of ours. We've brought you the raw, unfiltered pulse of the world in real time through our unique multi-screen format, broadcasting in high definition worldwide via fiber optic connection. StarShip Adventures, a new kind of YouTube content. To our regular viewers, our loyal crew members, our amazing moderators, and everyone who tunes in each night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we thank you. Your support keeps this independent voice alive and well. We'll be back tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern with another live edition of the Sights and Sounds of Earth, right here on StarShip Adventures. Until then, stay safe, stay informed, and may God bless you and these United States of America. This is StarShip Adventures, and this concludes our broadcast day. Good night, America, and around the world. Kilo Oscar 4, Echo Foxtrot Sierra. Signing off. QSY, 7 3s, everyone, 7 3s.